Hey guys, Barcode Pairs here, showing you another deck profile. This is a deck profile I used to use quite a while ago, and I never really I never updated it since the ban list, which is annoying. It's hieratic gishki, and obviously it's not as good as it used to be, but it still gets its loop. And the loop is from Gishki Kraken, Gishki Shadow, and Aqua Mirror with Constellar Messiah 7. Now, I used to run this when he was at free. When Gus Kraken was at free, I used to run this because I used to find it so funny, and it perfected hieratics in my opinion. Now, it got banned, or at least the Gus Kraken got limited before you could even do the loop in real life because Messiah 7 hadn't even been released yet in some countries. But either way, I'll get on with the deck profile and then I'll explain it. Now, this is pretty much just a basic updated version from what I used. From what I used to have. Now, obviously, you got your Ghost Kraken. To make up for the remaining two, I put in Mind Agus and Tetroga. Now, the reason I put Mind Agus in is because, obviously we are going to be putting a lot of things in our graves. So we want to put it back into our deck. But then again, also, it depends who we're up against. If we're going up against an opponent that would require stuff to be in his grave, we could just get around it from there. Tetroga. I like this guy because it's once per turn you can declare a spell, trap, or monster. Your opponent can discard a card to negate this effect. Otherwise, both players send one of the declared card type from their main deck to the grave. Now, that works both ways. I mean, at the end of the day, you declare what you want, say spell. They go, I'm just going to negate by discarding. You're still draining your opponent's hand. And even then, you would be draining their deck. But then we have free Gishki Shadow. We want this just to get our Aqua Mirrors. That is the whole reason we want this. Then we got our Gishki Vision, which is to get our rituals to our hand. Now we're going into the hieratic build, which is all the tributes. We got free hieratic dragon of Tefnuit. This is just good. It's just a cyber dragon, and you can do a lot of plays with it. Then we have a hieratic dragon of Su. This is just for the special summon and for Wattail. Then we have a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon with a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Now, most people, when I tell them about this, they say, why are you running Galaxy Eyes when you're not running the original hieratic build where you'd be wanting to special summon your level 8s? Now, the reason I want him here is because it gives me an option. It gives me the option to do some other things. Because at the end of the day, you're not always going to be able to get your loop out, and you're going to need other ways to get it out. So, let's say, you special summon your Tefnuit, you banish it to summon the Red Eyes Darkness Metal, then you special summon your Galaxy Eyes from that. You got two beat sticks on the field. This guy takes care of Exceeds incredibly quickly, and this guy is just going to be special summoning the whole time. Now we got our Vanillas, which are just Wattail Dragon. The reason I choose Wattail Dragon is because you just got to look at his tail. Dude, that don't look like it's a tail. Ah. Sorry, I'm just trying to take off my clothes, because English people have a tendency to take their clothes off at the worst times. But then we have free Gishki Aqua Mirror. This is just awesome, and it sets off our loop. We have Advanced Ritual Art. This is just in case we don't have a Gishki Aqua Mirror, and we just tend to want to get one of these out. And to be honest, we just got to send a Wattail Dragon to the grave to be able to do that. So it works out pretty well. And a thing with Gishkis that you noticed, it has to be exact. The level that you have has to be exact. So you can't really run anything else but these three. Because this deck only has like level 6s. So it's not, you won't be able to tribute much for all the other stuff. And to be honest, you're not really missing out much. I mean, some of the others, yeah, they're big beat sticks. But at the end of the day, you're going to want stuff that will make the deck work. Then we got our staple lineup: Free MST, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, and Heavy Storm. Right, I would not run a deck without these. Then we have Hieratic Seal of Convocation. Now, we need these just to search our Tefnuit and our Su. I have one Hieratic Seal of Supremacy, only because it may be that instance of where I want to OTK my opponent and I just need the one special summon, so I just special summon the Su. And just in case you want to get your Constellar out even faster, so it works in its own way. I have a Book of Moon, just stops some plays, some annoying summons. I have a Dragoonic Tactics. This can be pretty cool. Not a lot of people really run this. I only run it as a personal tech because I think it runs pretty well in the deck. I mean, at the end of the day, let's say you get two of these guys, you get two of them out, then you just play that, get a Galaxy Eyes out, special summon 2 Watt Tails, and then you can special a Photon Strike Bouncer. Now that's a pretty cool field, and even then you could just go hieratic Atom, which would be even better. And then with the Atom out, you could just special summon whatever is in your grave back out. So it would be awesome. No, you could special, special Red Eyes Darkness Blood Dragon out, and then you'd special him. But half the time with Atom, I would go for Galaxy Eyes, because then you banish him, and then his attack is returned. But moving on, I have 3 Super Rejuvenations. Now, a lot of people obviously run this in Heretics because it's about discarding or tributing. You tribute a lot in this deck, and you really need to keep count if you have one of these, because then you can regain your hand that you just lost. Then we have 2 Torrential Tributes. As much as you don't want to run back row of the deck, you want that one bit of protection where you can just flip it up and just surprise your opponent with a Torrential Tribute. Now, and also because you're running a spammy deck, you will probably go up against an opponent who has a spammy deck, and you're going to want to get rid of it. Now to the extra deck. We have 3 Constellad Messiah 7. This guy makes the loop possible and just makes it OP. We have 2 Insect Exabeetle. I run 2 only just to fill up deck space, and I don't feel anything else fits. And Exabeetle was pretty cool. Then we got 3 Photon Strike Bouncer. I always run this, even if I run into Gauze, just attach, negate his effect, and just he takes 1,000 for it. Then we got the 3 Atoms. We kind of need these just to have different plays, have different ins and outs if we don't have our Gishkis, because we're never going to have the Gishkis in our hand all the time. And then finally we have a Swordbreaker. It's just pretty much a Catasta, but even stronger, so it works out. There is no side deck, people, only because I haven't exactly thought of a side deck yet, and I'm not going to, because I can't exactly make this deck in real life. I don't really make side decks unless I can make the deck in real life. Now, obviously, D-Fissure can kind of screw up this deck, so we could put in Chaos Hunters and stuff like that. But either way, guys, I'm Barco Pez. I'm going to be signing off, and I'm going to be doing some videos on this just to show you how it works. So, looking forward to those, guys, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.